Virgos. Virgos, the astrology says that, first of all, Mars in Leo has to do with your faith versus fear. So Virgos, they go, I'm fearless. I'm going to go, are you worried about something? Oh my God, I'm worried about so much. That's fear. Worry is a child of fear. It comes down to love or fear. So Virgos live in the fear. They will live in the worry. They live in the concern. Like, let me double check. Let me triple check. Don't you have a Virgo rising? You do. So energetically, I think that they are learning now to, in small ways, just go, fuck it, and put it all on black. I'm just going to bet on myself. Let's just see if God does it, takes me down. Like, it may take that sort of a leap at first to just go, I'm just not going to care or worry anymore. I'm going to love who I am. Now, with Mars going into Cancer, it's actually an identity crisis. Because if you're going to not fear anything, oh my God, what are you going to do? You're out of a job. Yeah. You don't know what to do anymore. So I think they've been all like, let me massage your back. Let me help you. All of that stuff where they were trying to help you was based on worry. It wasn't based on self-love. And so I think we're going to see some of the biggest changes for Virgos and Virgo risings that we see for all 12 signs. Because once they take away that fear button, I don't know if they're going to be maids. We might actually have a huge maid crisis, just like we have a waiting table crisis. Like, there'll be no one to clean your house anymore or vacuum after this transit. So y'all better lock in a long-term deal. I also think it changes their relationship to society in the sense of, no, we tried healing you bitches. We're done. I think you see a lot of, sort of like you saw the nurses all leaving after COVID. I think a lot of Virgos would be like, drop the mic. I'm out of this thing. I'm not doing it anymore. You clean up this fucking mess, So I think that we're going to see a lot of, just watch your Virgos, expect notice. What do you pick up?
Well, as far as when Mercury's in Leo for Virgos, I just feel like they're not going to be getting through to people, right? So communication might be an issue, or they're not being heard. What they're saying is not resonating with people. Where they're trying to fix ain't being fixed, right? So they're going to feel a lot of opposition at this time. I think that is a prep for you were saying too. I agree with it when going to Cancer, that they're going to have to figure out, well, who am I if nobody needs my help? Who am I if no one's listening to me? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, that's going to force him into like really kind of being more self-dedicated and just saying, well, this is what I need for myself then. And so, like you said, like, they're not going to have anyone to clean for anymore, but that's because no one's listening to them anymore. So Virgos, listen up. If no one's listening to you, if what you're trying to do is not working for people or it's backfiring, that's a time for you to step up and say, I need to redirect and start being more solo focused. And I think by the time, Mercury enters Cancer, that should be clear. And I think those who are not conscious of that work, they'll start feeling impulses to do something out of the box. Something like an impulse to do something spontaneous. Like, I'm going to take that freaking trip, or I'm going to spend that money on that Rolex, So they might find ways to just do something very, out of the box. But at the same time, they have to be reeled in and make sure it isn't so far left outfield in that way they can still be honing it into what they really need to do for themselves, to be more solo focused.
Yeah, totally. And, I'll say Virgos are up for their life purpose here any second now. So I think this is the last codependent, whatever, latch that they still have on society. And so I think you're right. They're going to be free to do whatever the heck they want. And, because they're so anal and they're so detailed and they're so aware, they invent shit we've never thought of because they have so many details and ideas. They can be brilliant innovators. It's also time for them to live the new life. Like, they have Aquarius in the 6th house. So they're actually supposed to pioneer the high vibe life. They're the pioneers of it. Definitely. And you got a long way to go, brother.
It's Sirius Joy.